Hey man, I had to make a change. All right, we're live, fellas. Welcome to another edition of Red Cup Rants. I'm your host Dre, and I got my two boys down there, Mike and Boom, and on the guy on my right, he uh he used to be on the show. He got kind of bougie and did his own thing, but he kind of made a guest appearance tonight.
Damn.
The
This
big,
nigga
Wait, wait.
said bougie. Bougie, really?
but
You
that's
know
my
what? I
bro
gotta
right
put my
there.
headphones on. That was
You know what? That's my bro Dex, man. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
nah,
I'm
nah.
great.
Hold
How
on.
you
We're not
doing?
gonna speed past the fact that you just called me bougie. You see my house?
Where's the lie?
Hey man, I could have called you bougie.
Really, boom?
Where's the what?
Really,
Where's
really?
the
Where's the lie? Everything
where's
he
the
said was a lie.
Oh yeah.
He
That
is kind of bougie. He
I
don't like to
mean,
get. He
I
don't
mean,
like
he's
to
like,
get hurt.
you know,
He is
he's
bougie.
like Bobby Brown. You know, Bobby Brown left New Edition. He's Bobby Brown. That's Bobby Brown right there.
you got a new
Okay.
freaking rig, you got a
Uh,
new mic, you got new headphones, so he wants to, just wants to do
new.
his thing. He's like, hey, I'm too good for you.
I've had, boom. I've had these headphones for 4 years.
I use a mic.
Try to tell you, bro.
This mic is 2.5 years old.
That's
Really?
I I
That's what we
I,
doing.
I
well,
helped
it's
a
all good,
friend.
man. I
I
mean,
helped
well,
a friend run an audio. I mean, run a
But
studio.
speaking of new equipment, hey, what about Mad Mike? He got new equipment. Look at that.
Right, Matt Mike don't upgrade it on us. But look at that.
boom.
Oh,
He
oh,
got a mic and
wait,
everything, man.
Wow. Wow. He
We
just
about to
don't
get
put.
cussed out. Look at his face. We about to
Wow.
get cussed out.
He just done put me on the. Wow. 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 I can't
I
believe
put
that,
you know
bro.
that. You did it on your. You did it on your.
Man, look,
All right, man. All right.
y'all off the chain. But it's good to be back. You know, it's not really a lot to talk about, but we're gonna hit on a few things and then we'll be out your way. Uh, I will say that before we get started, I have officially retired the Red Cup. It's officially been retired. I am no longer on the sauce. Uh, I've been I've been sober for about a week. My other brother Dex, he's joining in, so I'm officially kicking it to the curb. And that man down there in all black said he's gonna kick my ass if I relapse again. So I gotta
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get it in. So yeah, the Red Cup has officially been retired, but it will.
Well, it hasn't been. It hasn't been retired. You just put water and OJ, okay, in that cup.
Nah,
All right. The red cup is always going to be it.
Yeah, that part.
right.
That part.
That part, yeah, you're right. But yeah, I've been sober for a week. It feels great. Uh, you know, everybody knows me that I had a relapse, so I'm back on the horse. So I'm definitely gonna kick the habit, and I know my circle's gonna
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I do.
Oh, most definitely.
And like I said, man,
Absolutely.
I feel 10 times. I feel 10 times better than I did
Dre,
when I was
you know
drinking. So
why I told you that?
you
I
know, go
told
me,
you
give
a
myself.
long time ago. I told you a long time ago. This is the one reason why I did it, and you feel much better when you get sober. Okay, sober. It's a better feeling. You feel more in charge of your emotions, yourself. It's a good thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody grows, man. It's
It
time to
really
grow,
is.
man.
When
But I will say this. I will say this. When I turn 40 on July, I will have one drink, just one,
I,
just for the 40th,
Really?
just one, just one, just one. That's one. That's it, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm good. Yeah, just
no,
one.
no,
Huh?
no,
Yeah, I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna
no,
have one.
no,
Yeah.
no. One leads to many. No,
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nah,
no.
it's not gonna go that route. It's
No.
not gonna go that route.
Trust me. No.
But
I used to be sober, and I was like, I'm having a bad day. I'll drink. 4 years later, I'm still drinking until the other day when we said we're gonna quit.
It's look, man. For drinkers
we'll
like
see. We'll
Dre
see.
and
We'll see.
myself, for drinkers like Dre and myself, I don't have a filter. Once I get started, it's kind of hard for me. It's kind of
Yeah,
difficult for me to stop. That's the
especially if it's
one of the
Right.
something
reasons
that I
why
like.
I stopped.
Exactly. If it's
Mm-hmm.
something that I like, ooh man, that whole bottle be gone. I'm like,
Whew.
to the
Yeah, it's
Mm.
That's
Oop.
difficult for somebody like me. I
Yeah.
have an addictive personality, man. I can get stuck on one thing for an entire month or entire year, and
And yeah. And Dre, I
it's
will tell you this. Once you've been sober for about a month and a half, you'll feel your body will feel
much better.
completely different. Like
Yes.
you'll have more energy. You're thinking you'll be like, damn, I never been able to solve shit this fast before. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like I said, I agree. Well, I mean, we'll see. But right now, it's no right now, so we're good. But yeah, definitely
This is how
going.
we start. Should we address these comments and go ahead and get rolling,
Hell
or
yeah! Hell
Yeah,
yeah! Hell yeah!
I got you. Well, hold on.
Man, sit your
Dre,
ass down. This is
Dre,
Dre
did
is
you
the
do an
host.
intro?
Ain't nobody ask
Dre, did
you.
you do an intro? Did you do the intro?
I did. I
Oh,
did.
okay, yeah.
And I already
I'm
put the
I'm
first
off.
topic on there already. Drew Brees and Jake Fromm. So
Okay.
the only reason why I put Jake Fromm because I know Mike wants to light into his ass. So that's why I put Jake Fromm up there. But if you've been living under a rock for these past couple days, the whole George Floyd situation has brought a lot of things to the light, especially with the national anthem again to the forefront again because of what happened a couple years ago with Colin Kaepernick and the whole kneeling thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
Drew Brees comes out and puts his foot in his mouth. And you got guys that like Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara coming after him, you know, very insensitive on his end because he kind of missed the mark. But then again, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, guess what it is? It's a damn
Affleck.
duck.
It was a goddamn duck. That damn
Pretty,
Affleck.
pretty much. But yeah, he kind of apologized, but a lot of people didn't accept it. Me personally, I was just kind of like, it should have been a learning experience. But like I said, some people just don't get it. So how do you guys feel about what Drew Brees said as
Boom,
far as
boom.
the
I got his head boom. I got his head boom first. I want to hear boom.
What Drew Brees said was insensitive. I mean, with everything that's going on, how do you not see the tension that your remarks could potentially cause? And from the outburst from not only from everyone, but his own teammates. Michael Thomas was one of them saying, he's my quarterback saying this. We're gonna have to sit down and talk." And not only that, Alvin Kamara said some things, but to say something like that and not realize the situation for not just here in the U.S. but the whole world, you have to listen. You have to know what's going on because I think he must have been living on the rocks, right? He must have been he must have been somewhere out and say, hey, ain't nothing going on. But no, it's people like him that when he said it, he then getting the backlash. He understood, hey, maybe I need to take a step back and see what the hell is really going on. And then he came out with that video apology, a tweet, what have you, saying that, hey, I'm sorry, we need to listen more, talk less, listen more. And he even went after number 45, right? He
mm-hmm.
called him out. So
Yeah, cause 45 tried to keep him, try to recruit him, and Drew was like, "Nah, bruh, I'm good. I'm
yeah,
good."
Yeah, yeah.
You're the
so
last person I should be listening to.
Yeah.
so
So
with all that, it was insensitive. He not knowing the the negative impact of his words. So, but I do I do take his apology sincerely. I do hope that he does follow up with his own words, saying that he needs to listen more. I hope that he'll be more of an advocate for us instead of against us, because more people like him
I could
can
say
rally
that.
behind, right? So, and then the comment that's Frazier, he asked, you think the black players are going to come after him? Yes and no. Yes, because of what he said. No, because his teammates will back him up. Especially after that, the video apology that he did.
Right.
And I can guarantee you, not only is he that talk, he's going to have face-to-face with his teammates. So he's going to be put in his place. That's my take on it. Until we see something from him backing up what he said that he's going to do or wants other people to do, then we're around the right path. But if not, we're just back to square one. Now we're just with him with the rest of the world.
True indeed. Yeah.
Excuse
Go
me.
ahead, Mike.
Well, I guess I'm kind of going back and forth to my original statement. I kind of had to clean it up a little bit the first time. Because the last thing that I want to do is to kind of cause any type of division. Because this is the last thing that we want at this current time. But I'm just going to be honest, man. I don't believe shit Drew Brees got to say. I don't believe a motherfucking thing he got to say. I think the only reason why, the reason why I say this, I'm not saying that a man can't change, but it took me 10 years to change, all right? I ain't changed no 3 fucking years. All right? He said this 3 years ago that he will never understand anybody that disrespect the flag. So you telling me that one incident that you caused change your mind? It's quite possible. It's quite possible that he could change. But at the same time, I just see this like he went to one of the most this is where this is where it really pissed me off. And I'm trying my best to kind of trying to say this in the most professional way that I could possibly say. But I don't like the way he used your boy Uncle Shay to kind of get some clout. Everybody know that Shannon Sharp is one of the most respected people in sports. And he called Uncle Shay because every black man that watch sports, okay, for the most part, we know we're going to get the truth out of Uncle Shay. And he knew exactly what he was doing when he called him. Who is the blackest, most well-respected person in sports that we can get? Who's better than Shannon Sharp? Does anybody know anybody more respected outside of maybe Stephen A. Smith is a close one? But we're talking about Shannon Sharp. He is that guy. Mr. Hennessy himself. Mr. Bron. Okay?
What he say? Hey, what he say? I'm on that hands and yak, dog.
I'm on that Hennessy. We talking about Uncle Shay. So he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yak.
Yeah, Uncle Shay is that dude, man.
He knew what he was doing with it. I don't look, man. I'm not saying that people can't change, but bro, you're gonna have to do more than me. Like once you say what you said, bro, he meant exactly what he said. And like I said, a lot of times people in just Hollywood and who's celebrities, man, when they make a mistake, what they always go get Mr. Slickback, what his name is? Al Sharpton. And they always go to the blackest Negro. They always go to the blackest Negro they can find. Mr. Slickback himself, man.
Boy.
They always go to the black folks to try to get some clout. At least you didn't
dig up Johnny Cochran, God.
Hey, we don't need Johnny Cochran for this.
Or Jesse, hey,
not
look.
Not yet.
Or Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson ass out there too.
Not that clout chasing. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
But that's it, man. Like I said, look, I'm just gonna say fuck Jake Fromm. He can kiss my natural black ass, and I meant every fucking word of that. Look, white people should be offended, not just black people. This dude said elite white
He,
people. What the hell does that even mean? What the hell do elite white people mean? That should really piss you guys off. And I know a lot of white. Look,
And he's
I
off.
had the most diverse. I had the most diverse. We had the
that's why I
most
put him up
diverse.
there.
Look, man, that dude is a piece of absolute shit, and he believed he said every word that he said, he meant that shit. So I will give Drew Brees the benefit of the doubt, but Jake Fromm can eat a capital DICK. That's what he can do. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Period.
We can just
The
end the show.
end.
We can end the, we
Well,
can end the
show's
show
over.
right there. Show's over. That's it. That's all we gotta do. That's
I
it.
gotta go.
That's
Okay.
it, man. But hey, and I'm just gonna say, I was wrong. I drunk the Kool-Aid, so I can admit when I'm wrong sometimes. I honestly thought that Jake Fromm was getting a bad rap because of the whole Justin Fields thing. But when I saw that, I was just like, when you think you know somebody, when you really think you know somebody, and it's like Mike said, white people should be upset too because he made sure he put elites in front of it. And from what I was hearing down in Warner Robins, his whole family thinks like that. And they said that this is nothing new with him. It's just that it's just the fact that when Eason got hurt and he came on and he started to win, people started to forget that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he took us to the national championship game and all that stuff. People forget that, but you know, you can paint a horse a different color every time, but if it's the same horse, if he's got the same, it's the same horse. No matter what color it is, it's gonna be the same horse. Or like if you put lipstick on the pig, guess what it is? It's still a damn pig.
It's still a damn pig.
It's still a damn pig. So I'm not surprised by this. I think a lot of people think like that, and the fact of the matter is, this whole, like I said, same way with when Kobe passed away, and you start to see things start to shift. The same thing happened with George Floyd, with him passing. Unfortunate as it is, you're starting to see another shift. People out here losing their jobs, their careers, losing their business because they're getting exposed, and people can't take that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
So for all them out there that think like Jake Fromm and a lot of others, if you think like that, don't put it on social media because Black Twitter will find out and expose
Not
you.
black Twitter, hell, white
Black
Twitter,
will find.
Hispanic
Yeah,
Twitter,
black-
Asian, it don't matter. Everybody expose you now.
They will
bro.
find. They will find out. And Anonymous is back as well. So,
Ooh, boy.
Anonymous
you know what I'm
never
saying?
went
So,
nowhere. I ain't
but they
gonna
were just
say
laying.
that.
They were just laying low. But yeah, they've been. Yeah. So, apparently, and then they said it was a story about the girl got mad because he left her or whatever, and she put the text out. Honestly, it don't even matter. It don't matter. The fact of the matter is, when you say stuff like that, I mean, look what happened with Donald Sterling a few years ago, where he made all them comments and stuff, and people were like, oh, he invaded the privacy. She invaded his privacy. That's what happens when you bring people into your house.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens. Because I know if I was ever to get rich and famous and somebody coming to my house, I'm patting everybody down to make sure you ain't got shit over them.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna have a metal scanner at the door. I'm checking everybody that coming to my house. Because you ain't finna catch nothing off me. So,
Hey.
but I'm with Mike. I'm kind of on the fence with Brees, but Fromm is. I mean, he's gonna be another Aaron Murray. No, anyway, he's not gonna really have a good career he's not gonna have a good
Aaron
career
Murray.
in the NFL. He's not gonna have a good career in the NFL, I don't think, because for one, he's in Buffalo as a backup, and the guy that's starting is just as young as he is. So I don't see him doing anything. Next thing you know, he'll probably be on College Game Day or SEC Network doing one of them cushy ass jobs like Tebow, something like that. So,
Ooh, college thing. Yeah, you ain't.
well, like I said, I drunk the Kool-Aid, but you know, sometimes you gotta admit when you're wrong. So I'll gladly take that. I'll gladly eat the crow. I'll gladly eat the crow on that one. So
That's one thing you don't do, man. If that white family ain't used to making Kool-Aid, don't drink that shit. I'm telling you that right now.
This
They better be country. They better be country white folks because if they
Well, I
ain't
don't know. I
country
don't
white
know. I
folks,
don't
don't
know.
drink that
I don't know.
Kool-Aid.
I don't know. I don't know. My next door neighbor, well, they don't live there next to my parents. They made some bomb
I'm
ass
just
Kool
kidding.
Aid.
I'm just
They
kidding.
made.
Please don't take me seriously, y'all. Don't. I'm just
uh,
kidding.
I'll
This is
look.
just how Mike is.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
how this.
yeah, yeah. I'll address Jake
But my
Fromm in a
next door
minute.
neighbor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, your next door neighbor cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I'll address Jake Fromm in a minute because I was like Dre. I was a Fromm fan there for a second. Drew Brees, I'm torn about because Drew Brees
Yeah.
has a track record of supporting and helping getting New Orleans through a lot of things. Like
Yeah.
he was one of the biggest people to help bail out New Orleans during Katrina. He's been
Mm-hmm.
throwing money into the black community down there. He's been doing the thing. So the more I thought about it, the more I was like, maybe he never truly understood what it was about. But a lot of them people who didn't know what it was about, you know, some of them only watch maybe news from one source. So they truly are just geared to believing one thing. Whereas I get my news from like four different news sources. I watch the Young Turks. I watch CNN. I'll even watch Fox News to see what they talk about. And and I watch MSNBC. I watch a bunch of different things. So I watch the same thing be told from four different viewpoints. And in two of those places, the kneeling was never about police anything. They immediately hijacked the message, and it was always about disrespecting the flag or the veterans. So I somewhat get where he's coming from. However, as a veteran, don't speak for me. Don't.
True.
Like I took an oath at the MEPS Center in Atlanta, Georgia, to honor and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Not the flag, not a song. But moving on, I think Drew probably had a brain fart because, like you said, 98% of his teammates are black.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're a star receiver, and
He's in the. He's in
Man.
one.
it really hit me right here saying
He's in. He's in
star
one. He's.
receiver. his star glorified tight end and his running back, when they got into
So
his ass, it probably that might have been what he needed because sometimes my thinking is wrong, and then when Dre checked me or Mike checked me or Matt checked me, and it's like, you know what? I might be just a tad bit off. Let me,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
you
Just
know,
a little bit. But Mr.
yeah,
Sober has, I don't know what his issue. I
he's back.
don't know what happened. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened, but
cause
the
my,
smoke.
I'm
I
here.
want to let me go ahead and thank the smoke for the super chat. Truly appreciate that, man. All you guys, everything, like I said before, everything that you guys donate to this channel, it goes to help us continue to build strictly prohibited network as well as Mad Mike Sports. Man, we got some special things for you guys. I'm telling you, man, this is not your average sports show. This is not your
yeah,
average network. Strictly prohibited network is where you are going to get nothing but the absolute truth. So if you guys got Dallas Cowboy fans right next to me, all right, let me see that. There we go. Right here, that guy is right there. That guy right there is the absolute truth. Boom. Hey, if y'all got Dallas Cowboy fans, he is the guy to follow. All right, follow him on Twitter. Follow Strictly Prohibited Network on Twitter, as well as Matt Mike Sports. We got some stuff for you. BTS, and we got champagne conversations. Don't let that champagne fool you. Them girls, they come with it. They come with it. So look, man, go ahead and hit that
yeah,
subscribe button. I'm telling you, man, you will not be disappointed in our shows, man. And it's only going to continue to get better as we continue to go on. So, Dre, let's go ahead and do your thing, man. What's up next, man?
All right. Well, let's go ahead. We've gone past that now. Let me go ahead. This is some good news right here. The NBA is back.
Ooh, for who? It
I'm
ain't for
good with that.
me.
I'm good.
It ain't for me.
It
Hell,
ain't for me.
I
My
ain't got
team.
no Steph Curry. I ain't got no Hawks. What the fuck I'm gonna watch for? I ain't got none to watch. I don't want to see
I,
LeBron.
Well,
I'm with Matt. I'm with
You-
Mike on this one.
well,
I'm with Mike on this one.
well.
Fuck them.
Consider. Well, I look at it like consider the fact if it was just like a regular whatever, but considering the circumstances we've been through with this whole pandemic, I'm happy for it. And yes, if I even if I have to watch LeBron win another championship, so be it. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Consider the fact that sports has been gone for a while. They're still trying to figure out if we're gonna watch baseball. They're still I just read it now where they're gonna propose an 89 game season. So baseball's still in the air. Boxing is back tonight.
89
It's kind
games.
of weird.
It's
89 games.
the
It's
proposal.
gonna
The
start on
proposal's been
July 10th.
bouncing back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, first they said 76, then they said 89, and if either way it goes, they're looking at July 10th to start baseball. So we'll see what happens.
I gotta
Boxing is
see
back
my
tonight.
clean.
Yeah.
E-
Um.
even though it's no crowd there. It's kind of weird, but you can hear all the punches and stuff. So
Yeah.
um, to see the fact that sports is slowly coming back. I know the college kids, the football players are back on campus now. They can start working out. They started working out on June 1st. To see sports slowly coming back after what everybody's been through, it's a welcome sight for me. So if I gotta sit there and watch he need road game James to win another championship, then so be it.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no.
and then, and the crazy thing about it is, it's going to be in Orlando. So maybe if they start letting the crowds down there, maybe I'll take my son down there because I will be down in Florida next week. I'll be down there in Jacksonville. Uh, so maybe I could take my son down there. We can experience because it's going to be at Walt Disney World, and that's one of his favorite places to go. So, um, but how do you guys feel? I know Dex and Mike said they don't really care too much, but I want to hear what that guy down there below me thinks about basketball coming back.
Me, it's basketball. Whoop de
No.
doo.
Ooh, shit.
I, I know. I stated in previous shows many times over and over again. My thing is NFL football. That's my main sport.
Judge.
Basketball, yeah, I do
Mhm.
watch. But I only watch during playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And even with it coming back, and yeah, I'll watch it just because it's new and something else to watch other than reruns of 2008 seasons or 2009 playoffs or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be something new to watch. So yes, I'll watch it. But am I all excited for it? No. Hell, yeah, I'm the same way with the UFC. Even what they're doing right now, they got no fans. They just fight
Yeah.
in the ring, they fight and they leave. I feel the same way. It does nothing for me. So it's just NFL football. That's
Yep.
about it. So yeah, basketball or baseball coming around, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see my Braves, so I gotta see my Braves play. So, but
Um,
go ahead,
I'm
Dex.
as a sports person, I'm excited to see sports try to make a return. However, I'm also a realist. You do realize the Rona numbers have been on a tear on the upward trajectory because you know how I was one of them people who said don't open up the states too quick. They opened up the states too quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Arizona had 1,500 more cases the other day. Well, no, yesterday. I'm sorry, from 2 weeks ago. So
And just 2 days in a row
J-
have record cases.
right, Texas has been on an upward trend for what almost 2 3 weeks now.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Georgia's off the chain high. Florida's off the chain high. Bringing sports back is man, yes. The sporty in me is like, please, I just want to see some action. But I don't know with these protests that's been happening. Man, Rona about to be jumping from person to person like hit like syphilis. Like, you burning now, now
This
you burning, and you
motherfucker
burning.
said syphilis. Man, what in the
Hey, did I lie though?
hell?
Did I
Out
lie
of
though?
all the words, this is syphilis.
Got
I
a
mean,
sip for herpelitis?
I don't
you
know. I
know,
Did I
don't
lie
think I
though?
want to know.
Did I
I
lie
don't think
though?
I want to
I
know
mean,
that
and I
answer.
get it.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. I really do get it. But you know, me,
Right.
and I understand what my brother's saying. But at the same time, I'm very hard headed.
We know.
So
We know. But
me
I do
personally,
personally I
it.
want
But
to see sports, but I want it to be safe. If it's not safe, then don't do it at all.
right. But they've been taking precautions and stuff like that. I mean,
Right. Right.
they're not, it's not all over the place. They're limiting crowds. Like I said, boxing, the only people there in the ring are the two fighters and the ref. The judges, they're like
Right.
in their own room. The
Also, they're doing it
what you
different from
call it?
UFC.
Yeah, the judges, the ringside announcers off in his space. Like there are only three people in that building, and it's very very strict. So
Now
I
that's
mean,
smart
do
because
I?
I honestly don't like the way the UFC does it. They still let their whole team be around them, and the
Mm-mm,
announcers are like right here, and then no,
mm-mm.
that's too close, too close.
Everything is spread out. Everything is spread
Yeah,
out. So
spread out
uh,
works.
I'm
Spread out
happy about
works,
it. But
but
it we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I guess we have a guest that's ready to come on now. So
Yes, sir.
whenever he's ready to go, we could add him on.
all right. If he's ready, let's do it. Yo,
Yeah,
E, I
let's
appreciate you
do it.
tuning in on Twitch, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? One love.
I appreciate everybody checking in with us and
Absolutely.
All
doing.
right.
Okay, we got.
I got him.
I
You
see
Talk
him.
Sports. Welcome to
What's
the
up,
Dude,
show.
y'all?
right now. So
dude.
What's up, y'all?
Hey man, let
welcome to
me
the show,
introduce
man.
my boy. Look, man, let me introduce my boy, man. This is one
Go
of
ahead, Michael Buffer.
the one Michael Buffer. What the fuck, man? Look, man. All right,
Boy,
hey, this is who I call him. Who I don't know what the hell his name is. I just call him who. Um, he's an up and coming Falcons YouTuber, man. I think he's extremely brilliant, and I just want everybody to show him some love, man. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, Who Talk Sports on YouTube, and he's here to kick it with your boy, Matt Mike, Dex Boom, who's not here. He's a Cowboy fan. They ain't never here anyway, so don't worry about it. And Dre Mack, man, Dre McClendon. All right, so who let
what
everybody know?
up, man?
Let everybody know what you about, man. What you think about this NBA being back?
Oh man, I'm hyped about it. I appreciate y'all having me on the
Oh,
show. First off to Mad Mike, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm a big fan of your page, man. A
yes,
big
sir.
fan of the Red Cup Rants. I'll be in here sometime. I'll pop in here on y'all fellas. But my name is actually Julian. Growing up, they called me
Julian.
Juju. Yeah, Juju, but so
Okay.
it's Jew Talk
You
Sports.
want you want that? Okay.
Yeah. But man, I'm hyped about the NBA being back, man. I'm a diehard LeBron fan, so I'm definitely hyped about the NBA coming back.
That's it.
Hey,
That's
hey, wait, wait,
that's
wait,
it.
wait.
That's
No, he's got to go.
Oh wait, hold on,
He ain't a Hawks
hold
fan.
on,
He
wait
got
a
to
minute,
go.
wait a
Get him
minute,
out of here.
wait, hold on. So everything was cool until he said that, and I
There's
saw y'all
no
two faces change.
Y'all want me to kick him out? I can hit the button real quick. He's out of here. I can do
Hey,
it.
look. At this point right now, like I said before, I don't even care about LeBron winning another championship. I'm just glad it's back. But go ahead, Drew.
hey
We didn't
man.
mean to cut you
Nah,
off.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
y'all
Drew,
bro.
man.
good, man. I know y'all diehard all Georgia, born and bred. I'm actually
Already.
not from the state of
Yep.
Georgia, but I've been an Atlanta Falcons fan since way back when, since like 2000 when Mike Vick was playing in Atlanta. I'm actually from the
Okay.
Virginia area,
Okay.
so the
Oh,
Hampton
okay,
Roads
that makes
area.
sense. That makes
Yeah, from the
sense.
Hampton
Okay.
Roads area. So that's
D
what
Tech,
made
I
me
got you.
become
You
a
follow
Oh,
me.
yeah. That's
seven.
what made me
Oh,
come.
you
Yeah,
You a
from the
Beamer
seven? You from the
baller. I got you.
757 seven cities then?
there you go.
Okay.
757.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was state. I was stationed up there when I was in the service. I was up there for about 4 years.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. My dad was actually retired Navy, so we
that
lived
makes
there for a
sense.
long
Damn,
time.
damn.
That's
Yeah,
me. That was me. That was
retired
me.
Now,
Navy.
now,
Yeah,
That was
now
me.
it
I
makes
was up.
sense. It makes sense. It makes
Now
sense.
I was a
Yeah.
15 I was a 15-year veteran, and yeah, so shout out to your pops for serving, man.
Yeah.
But continue, man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, man. But I'm hyped about the NBA being back. I'm just a fan of the sport. So I mean, I'm not a Lakers fan per se. I'm just a Bron fan. But since Kobe passed and all of that, I kind of it's crazy because it seems like Kobe passing was like a minute ago because of all this coronavirus stuff
Mm-hmm.
going on. But I just seen something on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
talking about LeBron had posted something talking about we doing this for Kobe, and I'm like, dang, Kobe did pass away this year. So that's so crazy. So I never root for the Lakers,
Yeah.
but in this case, I'm like, dang. I mean, it's almost meant to be that the Lakers will win the title this year, just for
Damn,
Kobe.
I did. I forgot Kobe died this year, man.
I know, right?
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
Like,
Yeah, it's
It,
been a
I'm like,
crazy
but
year.
it,
Hmm.
like you said, with the corona going on and all these protests over George Floyd, it kind of got shifted to the back. But I think I kind of agree with what you said. I think this is destined for the Lakers to win. I really
Yeah.
right.
do. I really think they're going to win it.
Now I don't know,
I really think
what
they're going
kind
to
of
win
shape the team is in because all of these athletes, I don't want to see nobody get injured, but I don't know about y'all, but I've been just chilling, eating everything out of the refrigerator, snacking. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Ain't nothing else to do. Ain't nothing
Like,
else to do.
so I'm
Well, they
Yeah,
just
but you.
t- but t- but
Mm.
today I went to the gym today for the first time in months, and it actually felt good. I'm kind of sore, but I got it in today, so I'm happy for that. I'm happy the
yeah.
fact that I went to the gym today. So we're slowly opening up. I know Corona's back on the tear again, but me personally, I'm kind of glad that it's kind of back to normal, but we still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go, So, but Drew, since you're here, I know you kind of missed the comment we had before talking about Drew Brees and Jake Fromm. Um, what are your feelings on that? How you feel about that whole situation with the comments that Drew Brees and Jake Fromm made?
I was disappointed when I heard what Drew Brees had to say. I thought that it was just very insensitive. I don't personally think that Drew Brees is a racist. I think that he thought he was going to be able to get away with what all the owners were saying about Cap over the past couple years
Mm-hmm.
about it's he's kneeling for the flag and all of that. He's disrespecting the military. I think he thought he was going to be able to get away with that narrative, and he didn't think it through that the whole George Floyd situation just happened. So everybody is a very sensitive topic. I mean, the obvious thing would have been to be empathetic about the whole situation, or just not have commented at all about the situation if
Right.
he didn't have anything to
Right.
say.
Exactly.
Because now he's dealing with that backlash. I don't think his
Mm-hmm.
apology was sincere. I think it was more about the Saints probably came to him like whoever his PR person is was like, hey, and then Michael
You gotta
Thomas
create this.
came out. Yeah, Michael Thomas came out. Then Alvin Kamara came out. So it's like I don't care what nobody says. Everybody in that locker room, if you black, you looking at him sideways. You might say that you
Exactly.
accept his
Exactly.
apology, but deep down, I don't think like that cut deep what he said, and that's the
Yeah.
reason that Malcolm Jenkins was looking like pissed off, and he was speaking his mind on
Right.
Twitter. And I
Right.
feel like
It's
he was right
definitely.
for speaking his mind because if you look at what Drew Brees said, and then you look at what Matt Ryan has been saying, and everybody in the Falcons organization, other than Caleb McGarry, which I didn't even really want to comment on Caleb McGarry on my channel. Yeah, yeah,
Can,
exactly,
Wow.
moving along, moving along. We ain't gonna talk about
exactly,
that fat hog molly mother.
exactly. So exactly, but it's just like I just think Drew Brees shouldn't have said anything if he didn't have nothing good to say about it, at all, because I think he thought he was going to be able to get away with that narrative that the owners have been using for the last couple of years about Cap and him not being able to play was one of the narratives they tried to take, that he was out of shape and all of that, which we all know is a lie because what's your boy Josh McCown of the Eagles was a backup. We know he's like what he was coaching high school football or something like that. So
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like
Josh
Cap
McCown, yeah.
Yeah, Cap
Yeah.
could definitely be a starter in the league. Personally, I feel like when he was still in his prime, maybe a year or two removed, he definitely could have still been a starter in the league. If you look at the quarterbacks that are starting for some of these teams,
Mm-hmm. It's
Hmm.
speaking of Colin Kaepernick, that was going to be our next subject, so I appreciate you bringing that in. Uh,
segue.
Roger, Yeah,
Right.
Rogers Goodell came out and said that they dropped the ball on Kaepernick, and they finally admitted that Kaepernick was being blackballed. Um,
You don't say.
anybody want to talk?
Ooh.
And so it pretty much was like, I told you so. Basically, I told you so. So my question to you guys is, even though he's been out the league for years, do you think with this whole situation now that the NFL finally admitted that they blackballed Colin Kaepernick and kept him from getting a job, you think somebody would take a chance to try to sign him, even though he's been out the league for a while?
Yeah, probably the Saints because Drew Brees
Um,
in so much shit right now. That's the best thing they can do. Trade, trade Mister 30 for 30 for and sign Colin Kaepernick. That's the best thing that they should do right now because his ass he's gonna get all the smoke. All right, I know the smoke right here sent $3.99 right here for the super chat, and I appreciate it. But this dude gonna get $500 million worth of smoke. They better sign Mr. Kaepernick. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised to see the Saints do it because they in a lot of trouble. Boom, he coming back like he agreed.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump
what
on.
you think, Dex? What's on your mind, Dex?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump in before Boom goes off. No, I don't. I don't think somebody should try to sign Colin only for the reason that I don't think Colin should be the scapegoat or the savior of the NFL. They made their fucking bed. They need to sleep in this motherfucker. Because it's come out that the players repeatedly were saying this is not about the flag. This is what we about. What we trying to protest and y'all silencing us. Why are you silencing us? You telling us if we do this, we don't have a job. Literally, the safety, Trey Boston, Carolina Panthers safety was told if he protests, he won't have a job. No, don't let Colin save y'all. You should have listened 4 years ago when Colin was trying to better the entire country for not just himself but for everybody. But now y'all didn't listen. Shit don't got worse, and now you asking you asking Colin Kaepernick to be Captain Save-A-Ho? No. And you telling me you telling because you don't told us that Colin Kaepernick ain't good enough to be on different rosters. However, I could do quite finally remember Colin Kaepernick taking one San Francisco 49ers team to the goddamn Super Bowl, which was in the Super Dump, and the lights went off at halftime. You got to have some motherfucking talent to get any team to the goddamn Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
And last time I checked, his stats are a lot better than maybe 26 or 27 in the starting NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want the one that y'all told hush, we gonna still hijack your message and make it about what we want it to be about to come save us. Now that we realize that, oh crap, we told y'all to hush, and Nike started making a whole lot of money because they had your back. We lost a whole lot of black viewers who we didn't think we were gonna lose, and we lost some white viewers that we didn't think was down for the cause. Please come save us, Cap. Cap can't save y'all. Cap can't save y'all.
A lot of people agree with that too.
Cap making more money than he is. What I like to see him get, what he will get playing football.
And the thing is Cap also knows his worth.
Oh yeah.
They try to lowball him on a contract, which is why he didn't sign. And everybody talking about, well, Cap got fired. No, Cap got lowballed and by the Niners. He got cut. And he rejected that shit, so they cut him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They said that's and please listen to what Dex is saying, because I'm tired of people saying that Kaepernick got released or he quit. The 49ers offered him.
He got cut because they offered him a bullshit ass contract. He said no. Yeah. I just took y'all to the Super Bowl. You put this bullshit ass talent around me, and you want me to sign this? Why should I sign for pennies on the dollar when I just took you to the Super Bowl?
The 49ers was going to lowball him, and they said either take it or leave it, and he left it. So everybody said that Kaepernick quit and all that stuff. That's not what happened.
The NFL is a business. They've been lowballing people since the beginning, which is why I hate when some of our favorite stars talking about, we just need to sign. If you don't stand up for your motherfucking self and quit being a little...
We on train Julio.
But when they said Julio, That's why I don't listen to Falcon fans. I don't listen to them.
Boy, who you
I don't listen to them because when
mm,
Julio
mm, mm.
held out, you know how many people said trade him? Like, why? Really, like trade Julio, trade Matt. I know my BFF. She's somewhere in Boom's house. She wanted Matt Ryan to come to Dallas.
Oh no! How about the Trey Julio stuff came back up when he trained with
Terrell Owens.
Terrell
We
Owens?
trade with T.O. Yeah.
He trained with T.O. We need to trade Julio. He's just a troublemaker.
This is
You,
why
you
I
mean
always,
trouble for defenses, right? Because I ain't heard Julio's name in the news ever.
ever.
Eh,
Only time Julio made a fuss was rightfully so because he wanted more money and he deserved it. So
And all he wanted was guaranteed money because he been playing on a bum wheel for his entire career. Yet he sucks it up and goes and plays every fucking week.
every day,
But y'all motherfuckers is ungrateful.
every day.
And you wonder why we don't
So
listen to y'all? This is why. So yeah, no, Cap, don't come
we
save
have
these
the worst
motherfuckers.
fan base.
Cap, don't save these fools. Now, hell no. You doing better. You doing better
I mean, me
supporting the
personally,
causes
I'm
that need to be supported than
Yeah.
to be out here trying to play football for an organization that only wants you as a fucking token. Do not come save these people at all.
Well,
Yeah, you got
let's
a
see.
point there. Me personally,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of selfish. I want him to play, but at the same time, I agree with what Dex is saying. That's just me though, because I like Cap. Even though they beat us in the NFC Championship game,
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with Cap. So
Now,
I mean,
I will say,
you
if
know,
Cap does get signed, I'm buying his jersey for whatever team it is for, unless it's that one down there in the boot. I can't wear.
I ain't gonna go that far. I'll buy a T-shirt. I'll buy a T-shirt with his face on it. I'll buy a T-shirt with his face on it. I ain't buying no dude. I ain't buying no jersey though. Can't do it.
I can't wear that jersey because Kimby don't stole my jersey and shit. Nah, we don't have to push her down. No, no.
So with that being said,
I'll buy a
before we
headband
move on
or
to
some
our-
shit.
to-
Nah, I'm good.
Let you get on this, man. We didn't have him. We haven't heard him about
I
this Colin
appreciate you,
Kaepernick.
Frank. Hey, I want to get in on all of this. I want all the smoke. I want in on all of these topics.
Hey, you want all-
Hey man, go ahead.
Hey, with the Cap situation, I think it's like he was saying, like Dex was saying, he's past his prime at this point. And I feel like whoever signs him, they're just going to be doing it for a PR stunt. Real talk. Like I was just talking about with the Drew Brees
True.
situation. So, I mean, as Mad Mike was saying, the Saints really need it bad. Like they really need to sign him bad right now because Drew Brees is in trouble in that locker room. He needs somebody to be the peacemaker right now.
Yeah.
So if anybody praying for Cap to sign, it's Drew Brees right now, y'all. Like real talk. Cap don't need it no more.
It is.
Cap don't
It
need
is.
it no more, man.
Yeah.
All his endorsements,
Hey,
I don't think it's gonna be a
Hey,
He don't
go
need
ahead,
the
go-
money. Cap don't need that money, man.
he don't need the
Cap will try to stop.
go ahead, Boom. Go ahead, Boom.
Cap will try to stop and get peace in the locker room, but it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
right.
I'm telling you, every day, whenever the training gonna open up, whenever they start seeing each other on the regular in the locker room, every day he's gonna have a conversation with a different person.
Exactly.
A different conversation with a different person. A different conversation with a different person. And it's gonna be he's gonna know more about Black history than the playbook. So
You right about that?
so the signing Cap it's not gonna save that locker room because it's gonna be like I'm saying it's gonna be a different conversation with different player every single day.
That's true.
Cap.
When he runs through everyone on that team, is a circle back around to the number one and run through it again. So it's gonna be because he'll talk to someone, do what they say, but then someone say, "Hey, you did this, but you forgot about what he said." But so now it's gonna be change. So that's what I said. He's gonna know more about that history than than his own playbook. And yeah, I agree with you. If any team signs Kaepernick, it's gonna be for the publicity stuff.
A P.
So that's all.
PR.
Because we don't know that he did hold a show, right? To see where his level's at, where the NFL kept changing dates on him, and he's Cap went out on his own and did his own thing with his own media. But that doesn't translate to how he's going to fit into a team and what team is going to need a quarterback like Cat because he's a runner too. He's not just a pocket passer.
Right, right.
Right now, I was looking for a running quarterback because he got Lamar.
I don't see one right now.
Maybe the Baltimore Ravens is a good, but that's like even that right there. Cap, like I said, Cap making too much money off the field to be signing for a backup deal. It's like that's just that I would see that, especially with the money and the publicity that he has off the field. I see it as an insult. Somebody try to, offer me $5 million, $10 million. Like, bro, no, I got a Nike deal.
But I think, but he's also looking for a contract and a team where he's going to be a starter on. I don't think he's a starter in today's NFL.
Right.
Not no more. Not no more. He's not a starter.
Not anymore.
So
not anymore.
Especially with the draft just happening, number one going to the Bengals. That's out the question. So he wants to be
that's out the window
and get that starting quarterback money, which is not going to happen. So unless he settles for that contract to be a backup, look at Cam Newton. He's in the same boat right now. He wants to be a starter. Who he signed with?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Who has reached out to him? So if they're going to sign Kaepernick, people might see that Cam is a better option than Cap. Just because of size. So, I mean, it's give and take. Yes, that's what I believe. You can disagree with it all you want. But neither one of them are signed. So, where we going? Where are they going to go now? Are they going to
True.
take a look at themselves in the mirror and be like, all right, I ain't getting no starting position. I can be a backup.
Right.
And take whatever contract that they get offered.
Yep.
Wow. To be honest with you guys, I wanted to see Cap with the Seattle Seahawks as a backup for Russell Wilson a couple years ago, but they didn't end up signing him. But I thought it was a good fit because their locker room, Pete Carroll lets his players speak their mind. If you remember when the Legion of
been a perfect match.
Everybody speaks their mind in that locker room. Like Pete Carroll lets you be who you are. So I thought that he would be a good fit for the Seattle Seahawks to be the backup for Russell Wilson, but not anymore. Like I said, he's making too much money off the field. And with all of this stuff going on, whoever signs him will be a PR stunt. So I wouldn't do it. But back a couple years ago, I wanted him to sign with Seattle because I like their locker room. And I thought it was
Dre said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Seattle. I said Seattle, maybe Baltimore, but then they went and signed RG3, so I knew that had been out. I even said Chicago. I even said Chicago, but then they went and got Nick Foles. So, like I said, I'm a little selfish because I do want to see what he could do, but at the same time, I agree with all y'all saying. That man's making too much money right now to go out there for a $10 million deal. Probably won't even play.
It also depends on where he signs too. You have to remember, some of these states, they don't care. They're going to cause an uprising if they do sign Kaepernick just because of what their stance are on this racial issue that's going on, especially heated up in the last 2-3 weeks. So it also depends on where he signs. So his life could be in danger if he does go to those states.
Yeah. It also, like Boom said, it does matter where he signs because in some places, Colin Kaepernick is signed, it's going to be the Mike Vick effect. Dre, Mike, Jew, y'all know what that is. So soon as one bad play, put him. We want Vick.
Boy.
But you know what?
Just ran out the motherfucking tackle. Can we get on the field? Can we get on the field?
And then it's not even that either. It's that as well, but then it's also you gotta look at the outside element. You remember when Michael Vick came back and you still had those people that are still was holding on. The man did his time, served his time, and you had them same people out there talk about they shouldn't have signed him because he was a dog killer. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning what he did. What he did was terrible. But the man paid his debt to society. He got involved with passing laws to make dogfight, any kind of animal cruelty, a felony in this country. He's paid whatever fines he had to pay. He paid his dues, and people.
I was about to say something.
I'm gonna let you go in a minute.
Mike, whenever you ever restricted yourself on goddamn red cup, sir.
Uh-oh.
Sir?
But what happened? But what
Sir?
happened was is that what happened? Well, hold up. What happened was is that you still had those people out there still protesting that he shouldn't have got signed. And I think that's what's going to happen with Kaepernick because there's going to be some idiots out there that's going to think he's disrespecting the flag. And 45 with his Twitter fingers are going to say something. You know he's going to say something. He said something about Goodell the other day. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Yeah, this time Goodell
Yeah.
likes to sit up for himself, so I was
Man,
actually
somebody
surprised.
get that man some bad sushi or something, man. I'm so tired of this. Like,
that man needs.
Well, it has come out that only thing that Twitter fingers eats is Big Mac meals and Diet Cokes. Like that's it.
That's what he gave that's what he gave the Clemson football team. Big Macs and stuff and
Man.
He said in his own words that he eats Big Mac meals and Diet Cokes because he is afraid someone might poison his food.
But then you go eat McDonald's though. The worst thing you can eat.
the worst
Okay.
thing,
Okay.
man.
The worst thing you can eat.
Well,
Talking about you
his
don't want to eat
70,
poison, but then you go
his
eat
soon to be
McDonald's.
70-some-year-old behind is still toxically alive. So whatever.
But that's why I think it's gonna happen with Cap. Because if as soon as Cap, if he does sign with the team, 45 is gonna be on his ass. You really do know he's gonna be on his ass. So I mean,
You will.
I with you guys. I'm kind of selfish because I just want to see it go out there and prove. Because when you see guys like Mark Butt Fumble Sanchez and who's McCown and these guys who have not a sliver of football in their body get a job before him, I just want to see him prove it wrong. But at the same time, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. If he's living life and he doesn't want to come back, then hey, more power to him, man. I'm still gonna support the dude. I've been supporting him from day one. Me and Dex, being veterans, we knew what the message was, so I'm still gonna support that dude. So, but with that being said, we're gonna move on to the next subject. So, Jew, I know you're here, and I'm gonna let you get on this next one because we do have some news coming out of Atlanta that I want you to jump in on. Is that Todd Gurley finally passed his physical? He's ready to go. He's 100%. Matt Ryan said that he looks ready to go. He said everything's 100%. Todd Gurley said he feels great. The knee feels great. So what do you think? What are your expectations for Todd Gurley? This if we have a season, what are your expectations for Todd Gurley?
Hey, I really think Todd Gurley gonna ball out this year, fellas. Like, I don't know if y'all been seeing his workouts and stuff like that. Him balancing on all of these different balancing balls and all of this stuff. I think Todd Gurley is motivated more than ever, y'all. Like, to get cut by your team after you get a big contract, everybody's saying that your knees is pretty much done. I pretty much knew that he was gonna pass a physical. At least I felt that he was gonna pass his physical. But I think he's uber motivated. He's definitely going to ball out this season. If you go look at his touchdowns, he's had double-digit touchdowns every single season. So he's going to ball out. Like, and if y'all been watching the Falcons, which I know y'all have, but all of the people that's out there watching, if you follow the Atlanta Falcons in the red zone, we have really struggled in short yardage, and we struggled in the red zone. And if you run the football in the red zone, I'm telling you, like, those smaller running backs is not going to get it done. Freeman, he was a shell of himself. Edo Smith, it wasn't going to get it done. If y'all seen when Brian Hill got the ball, when Quadri Olison started to get the ball in the red zone, they were balling out, man. Pretty much every time Quadri Olison touched the ball within the 5-yard line, he scored a touchdown. So I really think that Todd Gurley is going to ball out. If you remember when he came to Atlanta last year and had that swing pass against Vic Beasley, get used to seeing that, Atlanta. Get used to seeing that, because I think we're gonna be hearing a lot of that train horn we got, and it's gonna be Todd Gurley scoring a bunch of touchdowns this year, a ton of touchdowns.
And the thing with Todd Gurley is he doesn't have to be the man like he was at Atlanta.
He doesn't.
He's got plenty of weapons around him. He's got a quarterback that can actually play. He's got receivers on the perimeter, and he's got a good tight end. He's got offensive line. He doesn't have to do everything, which is why I think that he would. I think he's gonna. I'm not expecting him to have a 1,700-yard season, but I'm expecting him to go over 1,000 yards.
And I'm
when he
expecting over
plays.
10 touchdowns. I'm expecting at least 10
Oh yeah,
touchdowns. He gonna score.
yeah.
If he get in the red zone, he gonna score. Because
Oh,
Oh yeah.
who is you gonna cover?
you can't. You can't.
You gonna
Go
put a
ahead.
linebacker on
You
him
think.
1-on-1? Like they talk about Alvin Kamara all the time. Like Todd Gurley, they forget that Todd Gurley won the Offensive Player of the Year a couple years ago. What, 2 years ago? I mean, this dude is
2
a
years
beast.
ago.
This dude is a beast. Like, and he's what, 25 years old? I think he got a lot left in the tank. I really think he got a ton left in the tank. He only 25 years old. So I think he has a lot to prove. And I really think that he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. And if y'all remember, anytime Matt Ryan has a great running game, in 2016, what did Matt Ryan do when he had a running game? And he can use that play action. MVP.
Took us to the Super Bowl.
So, my bad.
And if they got to respect it, and if they got to respect the run, because the last couple of years, teams didn't even have to respect our running game. But this year, they're going to have to load the box against Todd Gurley. And if he hits a crease, we all know that Todd Gurley still has that explosiveness to take it to the house. So I really think he's going to ball out this year, real talk.
Yep, and if you know,
Hey man.
if the defense expect to stack the box against us, you got them two beasts on the outside of Julio
Exactly.
Ridley that would
But
would love to eat up.
This is why I want. This is why I want to get. I'm sorry, Jim, but this is why I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
I always compare our team to Dallas, and this is the reason why. Dallas has the element that the Falcons need.
Look at
The
Boom.
Falcons, he hates it when I say this, but they have the element that we've always needed. An offensive line
Our
who
quarterback.
can get those short yardage and have a running back.
Yeah.
Our quarterback.
I knew it was coming.
Go ahead, Boom. Go ahead and say what you got to say, bro.
Triggered.
Hey, I don't know
He's
what
triggered.
element we talking about? What element do we have? What element do we have?
I knew it was coming.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Oh my God. He hates me when I compare our
He
team.
tried. Mike, he tried.
Hey, I
You tried, but
man.
Boom was like, Boom was like, none of that.
We don't look. I've said it all through the season last year. You can go back and look at the chain reaction on Strictly Prohibited Network.
Yes, sir.
I've said it. Even from preseason, week 1 preseason throughout the season, I said our linebackers look slow. Our defensive line can't get no pressure. We can't stop no
The
damn
mist. The mist.
They ain't doing nothing. Hey, you know what I learned today watching NFL Network.
Yeah.
What's his? Forgot his name, but from the Cleveland Browns, he was suspended for 6 games. So that means he played
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett. Yeah, Miles Garrett.
12 games, right? Guess how many sacks he had in the 10 games?
More than your team?
He had 10 sacks in those 10 games. And
Wow.
Lawrence, how many did he have?
Like 5?
What,
4 or 5?
Yeah,
5?
Five.
In 16 games.
Hey, you called him a thief last year, so I don't know.
I'm glad we ain't paying him $100 million.
Hey, I don't know what the hell he did.
Boy, let me tell you.
$100 million contract.
Oh my
The mist.
God.
That's what. When Boom called the mist, man, I fell out laughing, man, because he called that dude the mist, bro.
Yeah.
It was a storm. It was a calm before the storm. Ain't no fucking storm. It's a fucking mist.
Yeah.
So,
But
so Mad Mike,
go ahead, Boom.
you got to explain to me what element are you talking about?
Man, I'm talking about the short yardage element, man. I'm not talking about the whole team. I love when look, man, we need a running back who can get 1 yard, 2 yards, and get in the end zone.
Yes,
Zeke is absolutely special when it comes to that. Zeke is special when it comes to that. Y'all can get 1 yard. Y'all can get 2 yards. We can't. We haven't been able to get 2 yards.
I don't know how pissed off I would get when we had to get 1 yard and Devontae Freeman would run. Devontae Freeman would run into the offensive line, and I'm like, bro,
boy.
Not he'd either run into the offensive lineman or run to the fucking side.
Yeah,
Try to
I'm
juke
like,
somebody in the
bruh.
backfield and lose a yard.
and
Yeah,
losing.
See,
losing yard. You know who you remind me
with,
of? You know who you remind me of? He remind me of Steven Jackson when we had
oh
Steven Jackson when he was
God,
there. That's what Steven Jackson was.
can we not bring up these bad memories? Can we not? Can we? Because I was gonna say this. I'm with you because y'all can run these tapes back because I said it all last year when it came to the Falcons running back core. Yeah, we did run it back by committee, but Devontae Freeman ain't had the fire or the desire to be on the field in what? Has it been 2.5, 3 years now? The first
After
injury
that
he had?
contract, after he got that contract.
After that contract, yeah. After he got that contract, he fell off.
And me and Mike both said it. We said it the same day. We cut the wrong person. We should have kept Coleman and let Freeman go. Ito, after Ito got injured, he did not. You could see it in his eyes. He did not have the fire behind him. He was like, "This nobody. This ain't it." Because there was nobody legit. There was no holes being open for him on the offensive line. I will say that, but also there was no one back there behind him. So it was like, well, damn, I got to do the work because the fucking stars are fucking bum. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
So having Todd Gurley's name alone makes you still respect him because even if he's hurt, you know he can still push forward for at least a yard or two. I mean,
There you go.
a hurt Todd Gurley still reminds me of a Jerome Bettis. Give him the ball and let him get at least 2 yards. He can do that.
That's it. That's all
Tell
you
him
need.
it all.
All you need in the backfield for the Falcons is somebody that can take a little bit of pressure off of the offensive lineman and the passing game, so Matt Ryan can choose one of those 16 weapons that we got on because we got a whole team of damn first rounders.
Boy.
I mean,
Yeah, we just picked up we just picked up Hurst, who
right.
Matt Ryan
we,
said.
we
Matt Ryan,
literally have our offense is like all first round draft picks, the entire offense. So Matt Ryan can literally go out there and go eeny meeny miny, your turn.
yeah.
You run the ball, get me 2 yards, so they won't be blitzing. Eeny, meeny, miny, your turn. Your turn. Hey, Julio, you open? There you go, dog. Hayden, your turn. All right. Don't forget about Calvin. You forget about Ridley if you want to. He'll rip the top off of every defense. He is fast.
And don't forget about don't forget about that weapon named number 11.
Yeah,
Called Waffle House.
Yeah. You forget about Waffle House for you. If you don't double cover Waffle House, then you got a Calvin Ridley problem. If you don't blanket Calvin Ridley, you got a Julio problem. And if you cover both of them, you got a Hayden Hurst problem. Pick your poison.
Man. Question, Drew. Let me ask you this, man, because I kind of know where Dex and everybody else is going. I want to know about what your thoughts on Calvin Ridley, because I feel as though that Calvin Ridley is an absolute sleeping giant. I don't think people are paying him too much attention because you have Julio, you have Todd Gurley, you have Hayden Hurst. Those guys are gonna be open. Those guys are gonna make their impact. But I think, and this is my hot take. I haven't put this out there yet, and I'm gonna put this video, and I kind of spoil it for myself, but I'm gonna go in depth with this thought. But this is my hot take right now. I think Julio Jones is going to be second as far as yards is concerned this year. I think yards are going to go.
You know what, Mike? And I kind of agree with you what you're saying because it was kind of like the transition. It was kind of like the transition from Roddy White to Julio. So now it's going to be Julio to Calvin Ridley. So, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And Julio knows that. Julio knows he's getting older. He only have 3 to 4 years maximum in his prime. But I think we're going to see Calvin Ridley be more of a target in this offense. I truly believe that. We're still going to see the same dominant Julio. When we need Julio to dominate, he's going to be able to do that. But we're not going to lean on Julio to do everything in the passing game. So I'm going out on a limb. I'm not saying he's going to have better numbers than Julio, but I think he's going to lead the Falcons as far as yards are concerned. I think he's definitely going to be number one.
I completely agree with you.
I
completely agree with you. Really,
before we move on, go ahead, Drew. I know.
He was cutting in and out. Can
Go
y'all hear
ahead,
me?
Drew.
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
you,
go.
dog.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think
Yeah,
Calvin
yeah,
Ridley
we
is
hear
a
you.
complete dog, man. I think Calvin Ridley is a complete dog. I think what's underestimated with Calvin Ridley is not just his speed, but his route running ability. If you see how he runs his routes
Yeah.
in the separation that he runs his routes
Mm-hmm.
with, because I did a video on Julio Jones of why he's the best receiver in the NFL compared to Michael Thomas. And what I look for in a wide receiver is a receiver that separates and creates space for his quarterback to throw the football, gives him space to throw the football. To me, Michael Thomas and some of the slower or guys that don't run their routes the best, they don't create a lot of space and give their quarterback a lot of space to throw the football. So you have to be pinpoint accurate. And to me, if you watch how Calvin really runs his routes, dog, bruh, he's filthy when the way he runs his routes. His feet, how quick his feet are, and that's what made Antonio Brown so great of a route runner, is the way that he runs his routes and the way that he could separate and create that opening. Calvin Ridley, I've seen where he's like 5 yards open, the way that he breaks down defenders.
Oh
And that's
my
what
God.
makes Calvin Ridley special. Not just that he can take the top off the defense, but his feet. He has one of the best feet in the league as far as the way that he runs his routes. He's one of the best route runners in the game. So I think that that's what's really, really slept on with Calvin Ridley.
I agree. I mean, his breakout game against the Saints when he got the 3
Boom.
touchdowns, that let me know. But go ahead, Boom.
But yeah, well, what Drew just said, that reminds me of Amari Cooper for the Dallas Cowboys. The route running that he can create,
Yeah,
that,
Cooper's a
that
good one too.
distance. But
Yeah.
with that, just that 1 yard, he gets that 3 yards on average separation. I mean, that's what that reminds me of. And yes, I do believe Calvin Ridley is going to go bananas this year, especially with the offense and everything. With all the draft up picks you guys got, I think he's going to go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So go ahead, Dex. You got something you say?
Something about Ridley that people forget about is his angles, his attack angles. Anybody who's ever played football knows what an attack angle means when it comes to the wide receiver. The way he angles his body and then just cuts,
Man,
you're just like, where in the
crazy.
did
How
he
the
go?
hell did he do that?
He went that way.
Hey, look. I was a safety, and our coach will always preach to us. Make sure you angle them guys because if you don't, they gonna
Yep.
make you look foolish.
If you take the wrong angle, if you half a
foolish.
step wrong in pursuit, bye.
Yeah, you were
Bye.
foolish.
And the thing that other people are forgetting about is we have a Julio on one side, we got a Ridley on the other side. What y'all gonna do with Laquan Treadwell as a slot?
Hey, we got about him.
We have
forgot
a
about
speed
him.
receiver as a slot. Let that sink in.
And then on top of that, you don't even have to line them up. You can line out Hurst out there.
Yeah.
You can line out Hurst as a.
Oh,
as a
you
three.
got two. You got Russell Gage ain't no slouch either. Russell Gage
Yeah,
is no slouch.
exactly.
You said,
So, like-
you said what I
so-
was about to say, Mike, about Russell Gage. Russell
Yeah.
Gage, boy.
Like I said, it should be no excuses. If we haven't seen, it should be no excuses that Atlanta put up crazy numbers.
Offense is going to put up the numbers. The only question we have is the question we've had for the last 4 years on defense is the D line. Where
They got
come from?
they got Dante Fowler, so they got Fowler.
Fowler's a great addition, but what about the other side? I mean,
I'm still
y'all
holding
know
out.
y'all know I'm one of Tak's biggest fans, but Tak get there,
He's
but he
gotta-
don't finish. He don't.
Let me say this.
Ish.
Let me say this. I'm glad you guys came up. I'm glad you said that because this is essentially why I said I had a conversation earlier today, and damn, I'm giving up all my fucking content on this damn show. What the fuck wrong with me? But I had a
Follow. Y'all follow. Y'all like and share, subscribe. Matt Mike Sports. Follow him. Y'all get more info.
I'm
If
giving
we
away
don't give it away here.
I'm giving away everything. I'm giving away everything. Golly. But
You know what? Your
this is
super
why I
chat,
say
boy,
Todd
I'm
Gurley is
gonna
going
be
to
mad
play
at you.
a huge part. Not only. Hey, I got it, man. Hey, man, I got it, man. I got it. But I think this is the reason why the Falcons went out and got a guy like Todd Gurley and stay with me. And a lot of people just like, what about the defense? What about the defense? Well, if you know anything about the 98, 99 Atlanta Falcons, the 93, 94, 95 Dallas Cowboys in their heyday, what was two things they were good at? One thing they was really good at, and this is why I always bring up Dallas Cowboys, is because they knew how to get those tough yards to keep the freaking clock churning. That is what's going to help the defense.
Mike,
Okay, this is
you
what's
got
going to help the kid.
you got work,
Kojak,
Mike.
appreciate it. Kojak, good gosh, bro.
Hey man, that's
Mike,
love.
Hey,
Mike,
hey, man,
Mike, you got work, bro. I
That's
got it.
love, man. I appreciate it, Kojak. That's love. That's love, man. Appreciate
That's
it for
all
real.
love, dog. We truly
That's love.
appreciate that, man. This is why we do it. We do it for you guys, man. It ain't a damn thing to talk about in sports. We're gonna make something up, all right?
Hey, hey, but you know what? But you know what? He ain't lied. He is not lying because I talked to Mike today and I asked Mike. Well, Dex asked me. He's like, "Hey, y'all gonna do a show tonight?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna talk about." We didn't have nothing to talk about, and we've been going for about an hour and 15.
Hey,
So this is how
hey,
we
we
are.
got this.
We just get to talking. We just
We
get to
might be
talking,
better.
and
We might be better doing it this way. Just freestyling, motherfucker.
You might as well. Hey,
Hey man,
I
when
mean,
y'all bring
hey,
me on the
how,
show,
how, wait,
hey,
Drew,
hey,
we
you more
got
than
you,
welcome to
man.
come. Hey,
Drew,
look, you
this
more
is
than
your
welcome to
fault, Drew.
come.
This your fault, Drew. This all you.
Hey, you more, Jew,
I always got something to
you are
talk
more than
about.
welcome to come on, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
You are more than welcome to come on, man. So definitely, you're more than welcome to come on, man. So, uh, but yeah, go
Phantom,
ahead, Mike. I
you
didn't mean to cut you off, man. I know you was talking.
But Kojak, to hear y'all together watching, to hear you guys all together, I was like watching Avengers. Wow, damn. Shit. I called who the hell y'all want to call? Y'all said he said we
I'm
was
Iron. Hey,
like
look, if he's
Avengers.
called us the Avengers, if he's Avengers, I'm Iron Man. So I'm going with Iron Man. That's me. I'm Iron Man.
so does that
Hey,
make
who am
Boom
I?
Thanos?
Who am I?
Yeah, boom is
I'll be
Thanos. The
Captain America.
snap.
I'll be Captain America.
Yeah,
Captain
I'm
America.
definitely,
Who am
and
I?
then
You put this thing together,
Dex.
man, Mike. I think Captain America.
Hey, he got it. He got it. He got it. I
He's
know
got the
Oh, okay.
gauntlet. Yeah, he's got the gauntlet, bro.
it. He got it.
But
He got it.
but so we see but this is and you know what? I'm glad Fred brought it up. This is my biggest concern about the offense, and I know Mike's gonna cuss me out when I say this.
Uh-oh.
That's my biggest concern right there. That right there is my biggest concern. That definitely it.
Jude,
But
Jude, Dex,
but
y'all
but
wanna?
Jew, yeah, one of y'all want to explain that right there? I mean,
I
you
can. Yeah,
if people know
sure.
me,
I can. I
they
can.
know I'm not the biggest fan of Dirk Carter,
Yeah,
but
I got it.
Yeah,
I
I want
always
to
give him
chime
the
in
bit.
on that. I want to
I
chime
always
in
give,
on
I
that.
always give him the.
Let's go,
But go ahead, but
Get
go
that.
ahead. I'm not the biggest
All
Dirk
right.
Carter fan, but like I said, I have hope. So y'all go
with
ahead and have
with
it.
I'm
with
gonna let
with
Dex
Dirk
go ahead first. Go ahead, Dex.
with Dirk, it's gonna be just like the drunken monkey. Whereas once he's had more time with the roster, he'll slide into the position and well, now that he has the weapons, the screenplay will actually fucking work. So we ain't got to worry about running that motherfucker. But knowing what with him knowing his roster, with him knowing how Matt Ryan works, with him, having that, what's that word you love to use, Mike? Chemistry.
Chemistry.
With
There
him
you go.
with him having
Chemistry,
chemistry with his
chemistry.
quarterback, with him having a good knowledge of his running back core, him knowing his wide receivers because he's been here, he'll be able to use them better. Because last year was actually better calling plays better than it was the first time he was here. Because
It
God
really was. It
damn,
really
he
was.
was ass. He was an ass juice and a half when he was here the first time. Jesus Christ. Anywho, what you got, you?
I mean, I'm not the biggest Dirk Cutter fan, but what I tell a lot of people is I'm like a historian. I go back. If you remember 2012 when we went to the NFC Championship game against the 49ers, he had some success with the Atlanta Falcons when he was here with Mike Smith. The biggest thing was we had
Hmm.
Michael Turner back then, and Michael Turner was a bruiser. Even though we didn't,
Oh, was
Yeah.
he?
he was a bruiser, and he could when he hit a crease, he could take it the distance.
Woo,
So
boy.
I feel
Yeah,
like we
sneaky
haven't had
speed.
a Michael Turner on the team. So I feel like we haven't had a Michael Turner, and I feel like the biggest thing, if you've been watching my channel, I'm big on offensive line and defensive line play. I feel like our offensive line has not come to play these last couple seasons. Matt Ryan has been getting abused. And how y'all was talking about Freeman running into the back of offensive lineman, that's because our offensive lineman was basically getting run over.
Yep.
It was no
Get
crease
run
there
over,
for him.
And Alex Mack.
Yeah,
Alex Mack wasn't in the best shape. He was player hurt. So yeah, I see that. I could see that.
Yeah, that's what I really put it on. I really don't think it's so much Dirk Cutter. I feel like if the offensive line comes to play, so I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that this kid Hennessy is what he's all. They've been talking his name up a lot. That the kid out of Temple. I really hope that he's going to solidify this line because I feel like ever since Andy Levitre left the Atlanta Falcons and he stopped, started having those injuries, I really think that was a big reason that we started to struggle on offense. Because when he came over from Tennessee, he really solidified that line. But our guards on our offensive line has been trash. Let's just come out and say they've been playing like trash. Jamon Brown played like trash last year. Carpenter played like trash.
Which one was hurt? Was it Jamon or was it the other?
They were subbing in and out. Because remember, Carpenter got hurt first, but then Jamon Brown got hurt, and they put Wes Spicer in there. But I feel like all three of them guys were just like a revolving door.
All right, Jew. I'm gonna back you up real quick. I'm gonna read off some numbers, and I want y'all to tell me. Jew, you don't say nothing. I want y'all others to tell me what these numbers are. All right. 37, 24, 42, and 48. What is that? That's the number of times Matt Ryan has been sacked in a season the last 4 years. 37 is unacceptable. 42 is unacceptable. Matt Ryan had to pick himself up off his ass 48 times last year.
And that's not even counting the times he got.
That's
hit.
not counting. That's not counting. That's not right. That's just full sacks. That's not counting QB hits. That's not counting a busted play action. That's not counting the times when he actually had to scramble because there was a breakdown. And yes, we've actually seen Matt Ryan scramble, which was, I thought the world was under.
This is. Hey, look.
Slowest 20 yards I ever saw in my life.
He's not like.
Hey,
he's not like Dak. He's not like Dak. Dak doesn't like to run. For whatever reason, Dak doesn't like to run.
Matt was like, "Oh shit, I'm about to die. I gotta go."
Look at this. Few yards Freeman. That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny. That is funny.
Hey, Britt, man, that's my man, Britt, man.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
But
that is funny. Few yards Freeman.
Right, but according to our chat, we had a question from Phantom Big Boss, and apparently it was why does everyone think Georgia can't be a championship contender?
I'll leave that alone. I don't want to talk about it.
You want the truth? You want the truth, or do you want to hate me?
Tell the truth.
If you want the truth,
because I pretty much know where you're going with this. So I'm gonna let you explain it.
Well, for one, play calling is ass. It's been ass. It's gonna continue to be ass. Our offensive coordinator, no matter who it is, sucks. Like, we have weapons. We've had the number 1, number 2, or number 3 draft class for the last couple years. And what do? They sit on the bench. They don't use the weapons. Oh, does anybody want to bring up the good old boy club? Because I can go get my boy Daniel Duke and let him explain to you a whole lot better about the good old boys club.
Yeah.
That's why Georgia won't go nowhere. And as you can see, I got a fucking flag on my wall. That's why we won't go nowhere.
And you know what? I admitted it earlier in the show. I drunk the Jake Fromm Kool-Aid. So I mean,
I ain't taste now bit of that nasty.
It's just like with Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman when they said that they let the wrong person go. Mm-hmm. I feel that way with Georgia. I think they let the wrong quarterback.
We started the wrong quarterback, right? Fromm should have been.
Yeah,
Fromm should have. Be completely honest. Easton should have got his job back once he healed from his injury.
Yeah, but when we went on that run and the SEC championship game and all, he wasn't losing that job. He wasn't.
And to be completely honest with you, we shouldn't have lost. 1 year we shouldn't have lost if our fucking defender would have actually done his job. We ain't gonna talk about a goddamn senior who got beat over the top because he was too busy looking the wrong way.
Hey man, look, I felt sorry for him because I played safety in high school, so I felt sorry for him.
But me and you, as soon as it happened, me and you were like, "What in the fuck was he doing?"
But I saw as soon as he looked at the backfield, I was like, "No!"
Yep. As soon as he looked at
Because
the
I
backfield,
knew as
I'm
soon
like,
as he
it's
looked
about
into
to
the
get
backfield,
ripped.
as soon as he looked into the backfield, that quarterback was like, "Oh, word!" Throw it right down. And I was just like, as soon as I saw it slow motion, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, because
"Ah." Yeah.
the guys, if you play defense, Dre played safety, I played safety. If you look into the backfield, that takes your focus off your coverage,
Do
which
not
means
fall for the
now
play action. Your coach tell you every time, do not fall for the play action.
now since you're out of coverage,
not
it's going
fall
to take
for
you
it.
time to recover. You needing to recover means I can beat you, or either over the top, cross the middle, wherever I need you. It's going. I now my quarterback can a quarterback can either throw somebody open or hit a soft zone. Good job, dummy. Good job.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So,
What's
but
the
with
next
that
topic,
being
Dre?
said, before we move on,
Because
actually,
apparently
actually,
Mike's fans gonna be hating on me because I don't give a shit.
Negro, these
actually,
is
you know
your
what?
fans.
DeAndre Baker's ass. Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Well, he got his own problems, so we ain't even gonna talk about him. But unless Boone want to talk about the Cowboys real quick, that's pretty much the end. That's the end of the show.
Boone got something up his sleeve.
Unless
with the
Boone want to say
Cowboys.
something about the Cowboys, if he want to say something about the Cowboys, you can go ahead. But if he doesn't, we can move on. We're at the end of the show.
I don't know. That eye roll was
I
heavy.
think it's, the thread is sitting right here.
Go for it. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
I'll say it for him.
Is that my BFF over there? Is that my BFF, LaDonna?
Yes. Right there.
I appreciate you, Coach Jack. Oh yeah, but I say it for you, Boom. The mist is still the mist. That's the problem they got.
Yes.
Well, football season hasn't started, so you don't know if he's going to be the mist or he's going to be a hurricane.
He'll still be the mist. He'll still be the mist. He'll still be the mist.
Yeah.
This season he had 11 sacks. That was the 4 or 5 seasons he played. That was one good season. All the other seasons injured.
Hey, Boom. Like you said, when one person who's been suspended for 6 games has more sacks than you, doubled your production, that tells you what you need to know.
I still got faith.
So,
You have faith. I don't.
I do.
So,
but go ahead, Boom. Go ahead, Boom.
And
Go
on
ahead,
that
Boom.
note, I'm gonna go this way because I don't need her trying to hit me.
what's out there? I'm not just be hopeful. I'm not gonna be, all those other Cowboy fans like, oh, this is our year. We're going.
I never said that. Don't. That's my word.
Yeah, Jew. While they figure that out, Jew, you need to come back to Red Cup Rants anytime.
Hey man, you're more than welcome to come. You're more than welcome to come back.
You have
man.
the chemistry, you have the knowledge, and
The only thing I got
your fans is turning up in this motherfucker. So
Hey
3 for
man,
3.
I appreciate y'all having me,
But go-
man.
I'm just a little big brother, so don't.
go ahead,
don't mind me.
the only thing I gotta say about the Cowboys.
But
I need better.
yeah, but go ahead, Boom. Before we go.
I need better production from the defense. I need better. I need the linebackers to come back to full form like they did before last season, 2018 season. That's what I want from the linebacker core, and also I want the defensive line to pick up and get sacks or get pressures on the quarterback to make the quarterback throw errant throws and cause an interception or bad throw, incompletion, whatever. And then I also need the defensive line to get the running back, stop the run game, because there are times we got shredded. And do you know who we got shredded by? From a quarterback. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills quarterback. We got
Mediocres. Y'all got shredded by
Oh,
mediocres.
and not even that. What about when y'all played when y'all played the Jets?
New York.
Yeah,
Oh
the Jets.
my
When y'all played the
God.
Jets.
shredded.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Boom. What happened with the Cowboys is y'all got to stop playing down to your competition and play like y'all need to play.
See, what I think what should have happened is when we are down 6, 10 points and we still have a quarter and a half left, we still need to stick to our game plan, because when we got down by 6 points, do you know what they started doing? They started abandoning the run game and started putting the ball in Dak Prescott's hands. And y'all know how I feel about Dak Prescott when he has the ball in his hand. 'Cause that fool don't run no more. That fool, when he
Yeah, he'll eat a sack before he runs. I swear, man. I would just be like,
down the
what the
field, when he feels pressure, spinning right into that pressure and getting sacked and sometimes losing the ball and giving the ball over. So, and the rest of the game, we're just throwing the ball with the, throw down the field. Yeah, we have good receivers that, that can catch, but they can't be running down the field all game long. You got to give them a break. That's why that running game helps. Running game brings up that extra man in the box. So you had that one-on-one coverage downfield. But
Yes,
that's what they do. That's what they did all season long. The only good game on both sides of the ball that the Cowboys had last year was against the Rams. When we beat them 41-20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only
game.
good
Yeah.
game that we had.
That was a complete game. Yeah.
But other than that, it goes back to what I stated. Linebackers were slow. Our defensive line, the only one that was getting pressure was Robert Quinn. He gone.
Hey, y'all let him go. I don't. How?
Is
How?
Country Strong?
Because we spent $100 million. I mean, what money do we have? And now we also think about it. We got to give Dak.
That's right.
And now we got to give Dak $160, $170 million just so he will show up to practice.
Ooh, boy. What you say, Mike? What you say, Mike,
How
about
is
Country Strong?
man?
Is Country Strong
I just
even
want to
playing?
know. That's what I want to know, man.
You're talking about Leighton Vander Esch.
Leighton.
Yeah,
Leighton
Yeah,
Vander
Country Strong.
Esch. Missed, or as Boom called him at one time, Mr. Batnet. I remember Boom. I remember.
Yeah, I mean, that injury, I think it's more than what they're believing. Even though he said he had surgery, he had, he's better now, but it's a neck. One good hit and you're on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So I think that injury is more than what they seem to making it to seem to be.
They
So-
break that.
So having Sean Lee coming back on a one-year contract, yes, it fills the spot, but it's not Van Der Esch, because Van Der Esch, of course, he's younger, he's faster than Sean Lee. He has more coverage. He can blitz and chase running backs around cover tight ends. But Sean Lee, he's still a captain. To me, I think he'll still bring a good energy and guide the younger players, what they need to do on the defense side. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Because the offense will be all right as long as they allow Dak to run. Yeah, I said, Dak, he doesn't run no more, but I think it's because multiple reasons. It could be multiple reasons. One, he's trying to, keep him safe, so he can get that contract. And two, he's just not running because the coaches aren't telling him, hey, don't run. Because, we all know what can happen when he does run. Look at the Washington Redskins game. He took off for 67 yards, gave Josh Norman that stiff arm towards the end of that run. And in the years before that, when he does run, that also helps bring up that extra man because now they have to have a spot just for him, leaving the back end, one-on-one coverage. So with him running, I think we'll be all right. But if he ain't gonna run, I don't like the ball in his hands, especially when it's crunch time, because. Yes, he has completed 60-something% of his passes, but those come towards the end of the game when all he's doing is throwing. But when you look at his accuracy, where the ball is, that is the biggest issue with Dak Prescott. So where the ball placement is to get those extended plays, yards out the catch, versus just catch the ball here and then get hit and get tackled. That ain't doing no good. And, of course, the play calling needs to be better on those 3rd and shorts, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, for those tight ends to, hey, get to the damn line of game, instead of being 2 yards short and now you're tackled 2 yards short. Now it's 4th and 2.
Hey.
At least y'all get them 2 yards, though. At least y'all get them 2 yards, though, if y'all need them.
Yeah, but you know who's getting those 2 yards?
What's your record? What do you think that record's going to be, man?
I think just because we have new players on defense, we have a new head coach, the new system of plays, I think we're gonna go 8-8.
Damn.
Playoffs.
I'm telling you. This is why I'm telling y'all.
Playoffs?
Boom.
Are you
Playoffs?
kidding me? Playoffs?
Hey man. Hey, Boom. I'm telling y'all, man. Boom is not a homer, man. He tells the
And-
absolute.
He is not. He is
Ladies
not.
and gentlemen,
He's like-
this is the true reason why Boom is with us and will always be with us. He is going to tell you unbiasedly the truth. If you don't like it, I don't think he gives a shit.
He's like us with the Falcons. We love our Falcons, but we're not super fans. We gonna tell it like it is. If somebody fucking up, we gonna call them out on them fucking up. So, but with that being said, since we're
fucking
talking
up, before
about
we
records,
sliding up out of here, hold on. But speaking of fucking up, USC, not the one, not the game chickens, the one in California. They're ending their disassociation with Reggie Bush. They're welcoming him back because
Disassociation.
they had when they said he took that money, they said no, we got to get rid of him. So now they're like, oh yeah, no, we was wrong. He can come back. We love Reggie now. We're gonna put all his names back on his records and things. Dummies.
fuck that. I'd be like, fuck y'all. That'd be me. Like when Kaepernick was
Hey,
in the NFL, I'd be the same way.
Jelon, don't get banned. Don't get banned, Jelon. Don't make me hurt you.
Man, let him talk. Hey, he all good, man. He can kiss my ass all I care, but let him talk, man.
I thought you put him on punishment.
But with that,
I don't get.
But with that being said, before we slide up out of here, since we're talking about records, real quick, all of us, the Falcons fans, real quick, what you think our record's going to be this season?
10-6.
Jew,
I said 11-5, but we ain't going no worse than 10-6. So 11-5 is what I'm calling.
I agree, 11-5. What you say, Dex?
Minimum of 10-6. I can see, but 12-4 is doable. But I don't see us running the table. Don't nobody ever get it twisted. I honestly don't even see it. I don't see us winning the Super Bowl, but I see us going deep in the playoffs.
Okay.
We still have some more growing to do before we get to the playoffs. So 12-4 is what I want to believe, but 10-6 is what I'm gonna fall back on because, rivalry games are unpredictable because as we have shown with our bad records, with our bad teams, we played the world beaters and found a way to beat them in their house. So yeah.
And that cost them a spot in the playoffs, and then they end up losing to Minnesota. So it don't really matter.
Right. So 10-6.
So-
10-6 is a
so
safe
that
bet,
mean-
but 12-4 is where my heart.
Ooh,
wants to say.
9-7.
Hey, Jelon, you grounded. Go back to your room.
Yeah.
7.
I'm going with 11-5, but
Yeah.
I'm with Dex because I remember the last time we went 11-5, we went to the Super Bowl. So,
Yeah. So, yeah.
but with
Yeah,
that being said,
winning
if
record
everybody's
for
done, with that being said, we are at the end of the show where we have our party shot where we say what's on our mind. We're gonna let the guest of honor, Mr. Jugo himself. Hey man, let everybody know where they can find you, bro.
Hey, y'all can find me on YouTube, of course, Jew Talk Sports. Come check it out for one of the best Atlanta Falcons content. I appreciate my boy Mad Mike having me on the show. I appreciate y'all, Dex. I appreciate all of y'all guys, man, having me on the show. I'm definitely going to come back and talk some sports with you guys. As I said, I love to talk sports in general. I feel like I'm on one of them sports shows, Undisputed. I feel like one of them sports shows, man. So I really appreciate you guys having me. I'm a big fan of you guys, man. I've been a subscriber of Mad Mike for a long time, so man, I appreciate him inviting me on the show.
All right, we appreciate it. Bro.
Yeah, Mad Mike is cool. You know, he can be cool
He say he
sometimes. He can be cool sometimes.
He
That's my bro,
I
though.
mean,
But yeah,
I mean, he
Yeah,
aight,
yeah.
you know.
I'm
I
watching your
mean,
ass. I'm watching your ass.
but is Drew,
what I
you
do?
got anything else?
What I do?
But Drew, you got anything else you want to say? You got anything else you want to say as far as I know that you say, but do you got anything on your mind that you want to talk about?
I wanted
that
to
you
talk a little bit about y'all were talking about the Cowboys. He was talking about the Cowboys. My wife's actually a Cowboys fan. I know y'all. I know that's something y'all probably going. Yeah, I know. My wife's a Cowboys fan. So when Mad Mike was saying that he thinks the Cowboys and the Falcons are like similar, I can agree with that statement. Even though Boone was like snapping when he said that, I can agree with that because
This
that
my
one
dog,
year when we
man.
lost to the Cleveland Browns, the Falcons, we played down the competition. And then when we play, we get up for certain games. Like last year, we got up for the 49ers game, end up beating them. But other games, we didn't come with that same energy. So I really think that the Falcons, I don't know what it is with the Falcons and the Cowboys, but we have a lot in similar when it comes to we play down the competition. For whatever reason, I don't know what the reason is, but we don't play with the same energy. It seems like we have it out for certain teams. We don't play with that same energy. I don't know what it is. But when we play the Saints, when we play the 49ers, we had an axe to grind with Kyle Shanahan. We went hard. We went hard in the paint. But when we played certain teams, like the Titans, when we got beat by Mariota, he looked like a Hall of
The
Famer.
damn Bucks. The damn Bucks.
The Bucks.
The Bucks at
The
home.
Bucks.
Exactly, at home.
The fucking Cardinals.
The
Yeah,
Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals.
We lost to the damn Cardinals. We lost to the damn
man.
Cardinals.
So I don't know what it is, man.
So, but with that being said, week 2 though.
Week 2 is going
week
down.
Week 2 though.
It's going
the Falcons
down.
are going. The Falcons are going to Arlington week 2. That's going to be a good one.
He said, "Bring it on."
Hey man, look, you know me. Hey, boom. You know I'll pull up. I'll pull up quick. You know I'll pull up.
Oh, you know where we stay? We have an extra bedroom. We got TVs all in our rooms. We can watch it anywhere we want.
Hey man, if Dex is down, man, we might make it. If Dex is down, we might make a trip out there to good old D-Town to watch the game.
There you go. That's a yes.
Yeah, I'm with it. But if you're done, then I'm gonna let the MVP. I'm gonna let the Cowboy fan Boom have it. Whatever he wants to say on his mind.
The only thing I got on my mind is when I watched Bruce Lee's Be Water Sunday night. And if
I didn't watch it. I gotta catch it.
If you, well, shit, now this be a spoiler alert. Thanks.
I missed it too, man. I missed it, but I
didn't watch it. But go ahead. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it anyway. But go ahead. I'm gonna watch it.
You can tell us. Though. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this: if you haven't watched it and you're gonna watch it to understand or look at Bruce Lee and what all he has done, no, this is more of a history lesson of not just Bruce Lee, but Asian Americans. It was history and what was going on around at that time. So don't be mistaken going, you're just gonna look at and see Bruce Lee doing all these stunts, doing all martial arts, the Wu Chang. No. It's further from that. But when I watched it, and what the quote that really stuck out to me is still brings in my head. That is the person on that show said, Hollywood is racist because America is racist. Now, think about that. That was back then. This was in the 60s. This is the height of the civil rights movement. Not just for African American, but for every colored person that was here. For the Latinos, for the African Americans, for the Indian, the sub-Saharan Asian continents. That's what it was all for. And it still rings true today. So if anyone that's out there that still has an issue, how do you not see, how do you not understand what is going on right now affecting us? And when I say us, I mean us colored people, the African Americans, the Pakistanis, the Asian Americans. Hey, baby. Good night.
What up, nephew?
That's what it's
See
about
that
right there, man. That's what it's right.
Come here.
But that's what it's about, man.
But-
But that's exactly what it's about. That
yeah.
right there, Tariq.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No? Yeah, hugs?
Uh-oh.
I want hugs. Yeah, I want hugs.
This is exactly what it's about, man. Set an example for Tariq, man. Hey,
Yep.
Tariq, Terrence, and the girls, like this is what it's all about, man.
Kisses.
Setting the right example for
Another
those kids,
kisses.
man.
Nephew.
Kisses.
Nephew.
Thank you. Say hi. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Tariq.
Never mind. Gotta go.
He like, look, I got shit to do. Fuck y'all.
Well,
But go ahead, Boom. I know you were still talking. Go ahead, though.
so what they were talking about wasn't just about Bruce Lee. It was about every social injustice that was going on at that time. Because if you go and watch it, you'll see he did everything that you would want from a creative mind. He tried to make movies left and right. Got rejected he got rejection after rejection after rejection. It still rings true today. With everything that's going on, yeah, everyone had. I don't know how they can't see what it is doing. It creates a divide, and the divide is just getting bigger and bigger, generation after generation, until we come together. And until we do that, last week I think it was Kojak that asked what the solution is going to be. We can't even think about the solution until we come together and talk.
Right.
But the solution is way far out. So that's one thing. And then another thing, I may, as a Cowboys fan, I may joke, I may talk shit, but I'm not going to apologize for talking shit about my own fucking team. I will tell you the fucking truth as I see it. If you disagree, that's fine. You disagree. You can make your case, and I will read them. I will respond to it. But whatever I say, that's my truth. That's what I see. That's what I think that needs to happen. So with everything that's going on with the Dallas Cowboys, my record, my prediction, 8-8 is very reasonable. And yes, another 8-8 season for the Dallas Cowboys. So until Dak Prescott can prove to me that he can read the defense, with the light on, and throw the ball to open receivers, or throw the ball to let the receiver get open, and then Zeke doing what Zeke does with the line that we have, running the ball. But other than that, my prediction of 8-8 stands. There are people around me that say 10-6. I don't see that happening. And then we have to play all the bird teams in the NFL this season.
Yep.
We got to play the Falcons, Seahawks, Ravens. Oh man, we can't. My head explodes when I think about our defense trying to cover the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
Woo, boy.
And Hollywood Brown. Oh my God, dude. We lost to the 0-4 Jets.
Woo, boy. I'm glad that happened to us. All right. I'm glad that did that.
I mean, ours was Cleveland though. When Nick Chubb ripped off that run, I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. I ain't watching this shit no more.
So, I mean, with us talking, yes, we dog each other down, but you know what? We never tear each other down. We're always there. We're always supporting each other. Even when someone says something ridiculous, we'll call them out on it right there on the spot. Bad Mike gets most of it, but yeah, it's all right.
Wow.
Man Mike got to mess. He got to mess with you though. So.
Hey. Hey, I gotta happen, man. I guess that's a segue for me. Let me say this, man. It's gonna be quick. I'm just gonna reiterate what I said earlier, to be honest, and I'm just tired of these fake ass people and these fake ass apologies, man. Like I don't want to hear that shit. I'm past hearing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. Oh, Uncle Shane, can you help me? No, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Show me that you're absolutely serious about you apologizing. Anybody can sit here and say, guess what? Guess what? Hey, I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire. But can you show me that you're a billionaire? Nope. All right, no. I want the Drew Breeses of the world, the Jake Fromms of the world. If they really are serious, I want to see that action. I'm all about that action, man. Look, man, my dad always told me this, man. Always told me this. You can sit up here and say that you're gonna kick somebody's ass, but until you actually whoop somebody's ass, ain't nobody gonna believe that you're a tough guy. All right, so all you guys can talk all that cash money shit that you do right now, because look, a lot of you white folks are scared as shit, scared shitless to reveal the truth that you guys are racist. You're scared out of your mind to speak your truth. Look, if that's your truth, I can respect a man that is absolutely a racist. What I hate most of all is that these motherfuckers who hide behind being a nice person when you know you're a piece of crap, when you know that you're lying. I hate people that hide behind their truth. So, look, man, be who you are. And I know this ain't gonna be popular. Shit, I'll probably lose another subscriber. Shit, it's all good. I'll probably get 5 more after I lose one, so it's all good with me, man. But like I said, man, I'm tired of people. I'm not trying to say that Drew Brees is a racist. I'm not trying to say that he wasn't sincere, but all that bullshit that he's that he said, I need to see it. I need to see it. I'm tired of, like Boom said, we're talking about Bruce Lee in the 60s. Dude, it's 2020.
Still going on,
We're
man.
still talking about the same
Still
shit
going
over.
on.
We're still talking about the same shit right now. I'm tired of talking. I'm sure everybody else is tired of talking. So with that, I don't want to hear no more talking, man. You're gonna have to show me. And that's just simple as that, bro. That's all I got to say about that, man.
All right, Dex, you got something you want to say?
Sure. I'll say something. Look at my face. Okay? I want people to understand a few things. Black people, people of color, have been in this country for 401 years, 1619. We got here. You know why we've been trying to fight racism for this long? Because y'all built this country on it. That's why every time we try to take a stand against racism, you say we're against the country. That should make you think. If we're trying to fight for human decency and equality, and you're too busy saying we're against the country. You know, those same people of color who fought in I'm sorry, Drew Brees. I'm gonna have to put you on the spot there for a second. The same people of color who fought in World War II with your goddamn granddaddy. You know, because you know the flag, right? We fought in World War II. You know what we came home to? Being told that we were unfit to wear the uniform. Being told that we faked it. Being told if I catch you out in that uniform again, I'll skin you alive. Came back to a country that did not respect, did not give a shit about us. How do I know? Because my family served in World War II as well. And guess what their great grandson grew up to do? I'm a Marine veteran. Yeah. Let this sink in. Now, I want to address something else, which is what I'm going to talk about on Sunday on my show, Breaking the Stigma. Black people, we got issues. We need to address them. There's a lot of things that we do that we need to stop doing. Because, you know, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired because I have 2 teenage daughters in my house. And if I ever go to somebody's family reunion and they all got that one uncle that that special uncle. We need to cut that shit out. Stop protecting the motherfuckers. If they do something, say something. Oh well, his family. We'll handle it our way. You better handle. You need to stop fucking protecting them and start doing something about it because you need to break that motherfucking cycle. All these things we doing, we need to break those cycles. Because I don't been to how many family reunions of mine have I been to? 4. I've been to 4 of them, and I know exactly which uncle. I know exactly which cousin to keep my children away from.
That's sad. That's
sad. You know that one that goes in for the hug and always grabbing on things they ain't supposed to grab on, and you got to go, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know the one that because there's every family reunion. There's always one. There's always that one room where the kids be in there sleep because I don't know what it is about family reunions, but babies being there be sleeping, and you always got to watch that one uncle that try to slide the fuck away. Yeah, I'm watching you, bitch. Where are you going? Somebody else besides us concerned parents need to call that shit out. Just because you don't have a child don't mean you can just be like, oh, it ain't happening to me. I don't give a shit. Yes, it is. You should give a shit because when you call out things that aren't happening to you is when changes get made. Just like racism. Oh, well, I'm white. I don't give a fuck. That's the black people problem. Well, it's going to become your problem because if you don't help the black people solve the problem, instead of just brushing it off, turning a blind eye, then you get mad when buildings get burned because you cared more about the building than you cared about the life. So, black people, we got work to do. Non-people of color, we got work to do. Because me personally, like I said, I'm a Marine veteran. I was trained on how to destroy things. I personally don't give a good goddamn if we burn this country to the ground and start over. Because at this point, if you read the Constitution, it don't work. That motherfucker ain't been updated in decades. Them laws on the books ain't meant for us. They've never been meant for us. The system works exactly the way it's supposed to work for them, for the top 1%. So if this bitch gets burned to the ground and we start over, guess what? Maybe we can start over with some equality because this shit ain't for us. So stop saying, oh, well, they don't care because they never had to care. Unless you look like the 5 people on this screen, they don't give a shit about you. We have to look out for us. If we can't look out for us and work together, why should anybody else say I'm gonna work for y'all? There are plenty of people. I know plenty of white people that are cool as fuck. And one of them pulled me to the side the other day because I'm a business person. One of them pulled me to the side the other day. And he said, you know what? The main reason y'all have is y'all fight between each other and y'all put it on public display. And that gives other people an excuse to not support you because you don't support yourselves. You can't even agree amongst yourselves on what you want to fucking do. So why should we support you? Because I'm going to be real with you. The Jewish community will work together. The Asian community, yeah, they might bicker amongst themselves, but they'll work together. What about us? What do we do? Oh, no, we get jealous of each other and want to kill each other off. Oh, you got some new shit. I ain't got it, so I'm hating. What the fuck for? If your bills is paid, if you got food in your house, it don't motherfucking matter what's in your bank account. You the actual wealthy one if you got all your responsibilities paid for. You should not give a shit about what the Joneses is doing. Because in my house, in the Mines household, the bills is paid. All the bills have a balance of $0. There's food in my motherfucking house. There's food in the motherfucking cabinets. The car is paid off. So whatever else, what anybody else got to do, I don't give a fuck about. Period. Now, will I support my brothers that are trying to uplift their businesses? Yes. Will I ask for a discount? Fuck no. A discount is not going to help them pay their bills. Let's be real about that. Completely real about that. So when my fiance decides she wants to sell a painting, if you ask for a discount, I'ma askily hit you in your motherfucking eye. Period. That discount is not gonna pay my $300 goddamn dollar light bill because it's hot as fuck in Arizona. Okay.
Woo! Hey, Dre, you want to steal this mic away from this?
He can't take my
Please
motherfucking
steal
mic
it
unless he
away
gonna drive
from me.
24
blow this
motherfucking
bitch
miles.
up.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we got some things we gotta do. First of all, we need to figure out these family discussions that need to be had in the family and fix them. Because protecting that pedophile uncle of yours, because he's my uncle, that don't excuse shit. If it's wrong, call it out. Whether it's big or whether it's small, it's just like raising a puppy. If it's wrong, call it out every time. Because sooner or later they're gonna get tired of hearing it and they're gonna start getting that shit right. Because some people don't take one time. You call them out and then, hey, you know what? You're right. And then some people you got to break your foot off in their ass. We can't fix shit about what else is going on unless we fix ourselves first. I'm gonna be completely real with you. That's another reason why racism is still as strong as it is, because we let it be, because we give them a reason to treat us the way that they treat us. Painful, isn't it? Welcome to Breaking the Stigma. I'll see y'all Sunday.
I ain't got nothing to say. Between Mike and Dex and Boom, and I don't really got nothing to say. They said everything I wanted to say. So, before we leave though, Jew, before we leave, man, tell them where they can find you again.
You can find me on YouTube, Jew Talk Sports, for the best Atlanta Falcons content. Of course, my boy Mad Mike, I appreciate y'all having me on. Red Cup Rants, I definitely will come back on the show, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey man, you're more than welcome to come, man. I'm pretty sure if you want to come back, Michael let you know. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come on, man, to talk with us. Like I said, we were supposed to. I didn't expect it to go 2 hours, but we did. So we did good, man. So with that being said,
we made the number.
We made it. We made it work. So hey, it worked.
We made it.
Right. So on behalf of myself, Mike, Boom, Dex, Eva Jew, we appreciate everybody listening to us, and I appreciate Kojak and who's the other guy? I forgot his name. I appreciate the donations, man. That meant a lot. It really did.
The smoke.
Yeah, the smoke.
Because we want the smoke.
The smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all, man, and I appreciate all the fans out there that listen to us and take time out their day to listen to us. So I appreciate it. So I do want to say something. Michael Jordan is the GOAT because the man caught a 450-pound black marlin, blue marlin off the coast. So he's officially the GOAT.
Hold on, Dre. I'll do it since you won't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Strictly Prohibited Network, we got a bunch of shows, and I need you to tune into as many of them as you choose to, or all of them, if you please. Yeah.
But go ahead. You could do it. Go ahead.
You got that?
House cleaning.
Because Matt Mike, you on Strictly Prohibited, or you on Matt Mike? You do both?
I'm everywhere. I'm
Yeah,
wherever it is. I'm where it is.
You can catch Matt Mike Sports. His news briefs will be here on the network, but they'll also be on Matt Mike Sports on YouTube. Catch those. The chain reaction with that guy that's on the far right side of the screen. You know, the one that y'all said yells at the TV. Yeah, boom. Chain reactions after every Dallas Cowboy game. And yes, he does yell at the TV, but that's my brother. I can say that. You can't. After every Cowboys game, you will catch him on here. Okay, Boom. Sure.
Miss Maggie TV. All right, Miss Maggie T. All right, check her out as well. She has. She's going to have some great topics, especially for you women. Right. So if you guys got some lady
Sultry
friends,
Seconds, right?
Some
Sultry Seconds.
Yes.
I believe that's the name of it.
Yes.
Yeah, Sultry Seconds on Miss Maggie TV on YouTube.
Sultry
Check
Seconds.
that out. There is this show called Champagne Conversations that usually happens on Thursdays. The next one is not this week, but next week.
The 18th.
Oh boy! Oh, the 18th. Okay, yeah, the 3 days before Father's Day. Check them out. Kim Nikki, Maggie, and I believe LaDonna may be coming back. I don't know. I haven't. I have to converse with them. That's Thursdays. Thursday nights. June 18th, dear. May's long past gone, and we don't need that motherfucker coming back. Jesus, May was a horrible month.
No.
Hodgepodge Saturday nights. Are they back at the 10 p.m. time frame, or did we moving them up to 8?
I think it's still at 10. We gotta ask. We gotta ask to make
It's
sure.
still at 10.
It's 10
I
to
think it's still
12.
at
Yeah,
10.
Hodgepodge show 10 to 12 Saturday nights here. Strictly Prohibited Network on YouTube. And Breaking the Stigma is on Sundays. Sundays at, let's see, I'm going to push it up to 4 p.m. Pacific, so 7 p.m. Eastern. So if there is a night game, we don't interfere with that. So if I'm on, it does not conflict with Boom being on. So Breaking the Stigma is going to be also here on YouTube, Strictly Prohibited Network. And if you want, you can also catch us on Twitch as well. I will get that linked up for y'all. I gotta work all that out, so I get that linked out. But yeah, we got a whole host of things. We got B Jones, as he will be coming in the fall. Last time I talked to him, he said he's still coming. And we are looking to expand our talent pool. So if you are looking to start a podcast and you are wanting to join a network where we will support you and we support each other, check out Strictly Prohibited Network. Hit up Mad Mike. Hit up Dre. Hit up me. Boom ain't on
I'm gonna let you
Facebook.
wait,
no
but
more. Boom ain't on Facebook.
but I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. Don't come with no bullshit.
Boom ain't answering the phone for nobody.
Don't come with no bullshit. If you half stepping,
Oh,
we gonna let you
get
know.
called out.
We gonna let you know. Do not come half stepping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna warn you. We have this gatekeeper. His name is Matt, and if your shit sucks, he will call you out on your shit.
He will call you out on it.
Have you?
Yes.
You ever seen the Apollo? You know, you remember the Apollo, right? And had that guy that yanked you away.
Man.
That's Matt. That's Matt. That's Matt. Okay.
So if you serious about coming
he's
on,
the saying man. He's the damn saying.
If you serious about coming on, you want to be a part of doing the podcast and stuff, better be on your P's and Q's, because if you're not, you will not last on this network.
He's gonna get you.
That being said, Dre, I done the housekeeping.
Oh wait,
so,
I do have to say something. I'm officially on sabbatical. I'm just letting y'all know that. I'm officially off.
You've been on sabbatical all week now. You've been on sabbatical since.
Yeah, dog. I don't know what to do with myself, honestly.
I figured you didn't. Figured your ass is in at home bored as hell.
Man, look, I'm sitting here looking at I'm sitting here looking at the. And now I know how LL felt when he was alone in his room and he was. I know exactly how he feels. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, Dre, that's the housekeeping.
It's cool,
so
man.
Go ahead, close the door. You know, all hearts and minds is clear. Whatever that black church shit y'all say. You know what I'm saying? Pass the collection plate, all that. Close the door. Lights out. All that.
Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
You know how to go. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Neighbor, you ain't got to go home. You got to get the hell up out of here.
But I appreciate everybody listening, man. So ain't nothing else to say. We'll see you guys next week, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed the show. And we out. That's it. Wrap it up, B.
Oh, my spot.